Hello?
Oh, hi, Kendra.
Have you been here
So
before?
look, no, never been here before.
Okay. You ready? Yes, good, right? You look cute.
Thank you.
Now, what is your name?
My name is Ruth.
Ruth?
Mhm.
Ruth, where you calling us from?
Dallas, Texas.
Dallas, Texas. How old are you?
26.
26. What you do for a living?
I'm in IT, so I'm currently project manager, but I'm also transitioning to cybersecurity. And I'm also so I plan on also starting a cybersecurity company as well.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I've been hearing about a lot of people starting this cybersecurity. Um, I'm actually thinking about looking into it and possibly getting started with cybersecurity as well because I heard they make pretty good money and it's a pretty good career. So I've been keeping my eyes open on that cybersecurity.
Okay. Do you have any kids?
No,
No kids. Ever been married?
no.
Okay. And what's your zodiac sign?
Scorpio.
Scorpio. Okay. So we got Ruth, Dallas, Texas, 26, Scorpio, no kids, IT, project manager, cybersecurity. All right, baby. What kind of man you looking for?
So I was born in Nigeria, so I'm Nigerian. So I do prefer, a Nigerian man. If not Nigerian, then a West African man at least. You have to be tall. I'm 5'7", so at least like 5'11". Um, a man that has a passport. A man with no children. Um, God-fearing man. A man that goes to church. Um, a man that has a good career, has a good pathway. I don't date DJs. I don't date promoters. I don't date truck drivers.
Hold on, what's wrong with DJs? What's wrong with DJs, man? I'm a DJ myself if y'all didn't know. Nothing wrong with DJs. We just spin music, make sure everybody have a good time, and get paid for it. What's wrong with a DJ?
Um, I don't. Yeah, and that's just about it for now so far.
Did you have a bad experience with those professions?
No, it's just I I've heard stories, so I'm not one of those people that has to go through it to experience it. I learn from other people's experiences.
Okay. Now, would you want a Nigerian man? Would you date a Nigerian man in Nigeria or should he be here?
If he's gonna be in Nigeria, he has to have a lot of money because I need him. Like because as a Nigerian woman, I understand the currency rate. Like when you transfer Nigerian, naira to dollars, but I prefer a man that's here in the U.S. So,
So, well, since you brought up money, how much money do you want the man to make?
well, because I'm making six figures in IT, I would prefer a man that's also making at least 100K.
Bare minimum 100K.
See, this is an exception when a woman that's making six figures want a man that makes at least six figures. So this is understandable. But when these women out here barely make 20K saying, oh, I want a man that makes 100K a year or $250,000 a year. No, that's just straight up delusional. This woman actually makes six figures herself. So I understand why a woman wouldn't want to date a man that makes less money than her. It makes sense.
And if he's in Nigeria, you're open minded if he's making that or more.
Yeah,
Okay. What about looks? Should he look a certain way?
brown skin or dark skin, and just at least 5'11". That's about it. I prefer an
Okay.
Igbo man. I'm an Igbo girl, so I prefer an Igbo man. I don't mind Yoruba, just don't do Hausa man or Fulani. I can't do those two.
You can't be
Edo is
what?
okay. You can't be Hausa or Fulani. So those are tribes in Nigeria. But I'm okay with
I'm
Yoruba.
familiar with Yoruba.
Yeah, yeah. I'm okay with Yoruba or Igbo because I'm an Igbo girl. Um, and Edo as well. And Delta. I'm also okay with Delta.
Okay.
I don't know nothing about that.
So you only want a Nigerian man then? You're not open to a man that's not Nigerian?
No, I prefer a Nigerian man. That's like my number one. But if you're like Ghanaian, if you're from Cameroon, any part of West Africa, I'm okay with that.
Oh yeah, she not messing with American men. She like, if you African American, I'm not messing with you. I want a man that lives in Africa. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Seem like these Nigerian men, they been on the market, man. I be hearing a lot of women wanting the Nigerian men. They winning right now.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam because we already did the money. So let's do the Kendra Cam.
Sorry.
Okay. How long have you been in Dallas for? You look good. You look good.
Thank you. I've been in Dallas for 3 years. I originally
Okay.
came from Philadelphia.
Okay. When was your last relationship, honey?
I've never been in a relationship.
Your whole life?
What?
Never been in a relationship?
No, I've just been in situationships because if you're not I personally, I'm one of those people, like, I could tell if you're my husband. And if you're not my husband, I'm not going to waste 2 years with you. For example, like, if I don't see myself actually, committing to you, you being the leader, because I'm very independent. So if I can't see myself following after you, then there's no point in even wasting my time.
So you're a virgin.
No, I'm not a virgin. I said I've been in situationships, but I'm
So
not a
how,
virgin.
okay. So I understand. Listen, I understand if you meet a guy, you know he's not your husband. But why does it make sense for you not to be? Well, I don't know. Do you want a committed relationship? Do you want a husband?
I do. I do.
Okay. So how do you explain that it's smarter to be in a situationship opposed to a relationship if you're gonna have sex?
It's not smart at all. It's stupid, actually. It's very stupid. And I regret it.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm going to take that
Okay.
accountability.
W for accountability. Because a lot of these modern women, they lack accountability. So shout out her for saying, you know what? That wasn't a smart move of me being in these situationships, giving up my body to these men versus finding that one man I could settle down with. So shout out to this woman for taking accountability.
Okay. Okay. Listen, I received that. So now moving forward, are you desiring a relationship?
Yes, 100%. I mean, I've
Okay.
always desired a relationship. It's just, sometimes the man I want doesn't want me, or the man that doesn't want me, the man that wants me, I don't want them. So it's.
That's exactly the way it works. I mean,
Yeah,
you listen. A lot of things I'm about to say, you kind of said it first. That's exactly what it is. This is why I don't like situationships because in situationships, a lot of times, I mean, it could go both ways, but majority of the times, women catch feelings, right?
yeah,
And then women want it to become a relationship. And the high probability is it won't become a relationship, right? And that's why I mean women hate when I say it, child. But that's why I say only have sex with people who are willing to be in relationships with you so you can know what are your relationship options versus your situationship options. Because a lot
Facts, 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 facts. Why would you get into a situationship and you don't see a future with this person? Why give up your body to an individual that you only want to sleep around with? It's a waste of time. I'm not with the situationships. I value myself, so I'm not going to be messing around with a woman who I don't see a future with.
of women are having sex with men who ain't never gonna make them their girlfriend, let alone their wife. So you should not even waste your time, get wrapped up into that cave of liking this guy who's never going to give you what you really want in the long run. So I believe in relationships and sex, or that's just my own personal belief. But y'all got to live your own life and decide for yourself. I will respect that. All right, Ruth. When was the last time you was intimate? You don't have to answer.
I'll keep that to myself.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
3 flaws: I'm very independent, so it's really hard for me to follow a man's lead. Um, Another one is
Yikes.
I'm a shopaholic. Like, I love to shop. Another flaw is I'm kind of loud. As a Nigerian girl, I'm very loud. So I can be trying to have a conversation with you, but I'm just shouting and I don't even realize I'm shouting.
Okay. Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Um, I'm very driven. And I do want a man that goes to the gym because I like to go to the gym a lot. So you have to go to the gym. But a man would be lucky to be with me because, like I said, I'm very driven. I'm very smart. I'm an investor. I also trade currency. in the stock market. I'm just a planner. Like I said, I've been so independent that I've gotten this far in life because I've just been able to plan ahead. And I can see, and I'm kind of like your third eye. So there's things you might not see, but I might see on your, like, on the outside looking in. So I guess you
Okay.
could say that.
I got a paid question. I'm gonna bring it here. Q La Q said, we do this ladies, we do this everything night. I think they meant every night. There are not enough 100K men for everyone. Shout out to the SBC Nation. I don't know
I
what the
agree.
SBC Nation is. I'm not sure if I should know. Um,
Can I respond to that?
yeah, you can.
Yeah. So there's not a lot of 100K men in your world, but in my world, there's a lot of 100K men and women in my world. So the events I go to, men are pulling up in Rolls Royce.
But you gotta think, these women that want 100K men, they don't deserve 100K men. I feel like women have to start coming to reality and stop knocking the man that makes average money. I understand you want the top guy, you want a man that's gonna provide for you, but it's a lot of men out here that make 60, 70K, doing well for themselves, but y'all knock them because they don't make six figures. You have to know that a man that makes six figures, he's not going to just settle for any woman.
Porsches, I drive a Tesla, you know, $1 million home. So in my world, yes, there are 100K is actually the minimum. Like I said, I make 100K. So if I was able to make 100K by the age of 23, why is it that at your big age you can't make 100K? What were you doing at 40? You're 40 years old. What have you been doing all this time? You're 30 years old. What have you been doing? So like I said, I don't care. That's your world. But my world, we make 100K easily.
Okay. Listen, I respect that. My question to you is, why haven't you locked down one of those guys?
Oh, actually, I messed up. There's one guy that got away making 600K. I messed up. I didn't like him at that moment, but then I started liking him, but then he went and found someone else. So there's a lot of like, there's situations like that, or the guy's too short, or his tribe, like I said, Nigerian, or it's like when I meet him, it starts off as friends, so it stays as friends. It just doesn't progress to that. So yeah, but I still have options.
Okay, Mr. Patrick's. Let me read this one. I guess.
I'm sorry if I'm stopping it so much, but this woman just claimed that she got options. If you got options, how come you not pursuing those men? How come you still single if you got options? I just find it funny when these women say they got options, but they still single.
Mr. Patrick Spalding said, "Ask her why does she have two Instagrams? They both look like personal pages."
I have one Instagram.
Maybe somebody has a fake page of yours.
Yeah, I have one Instagram. Oh, I think I know why. I've had like 3 Instagrams, but 2 of them were like hacked, or they were, I forgot the password. But the one I actively use is the one that's linked here.
Okay. I want to say this to all women who are like you, Ruth, who are around the top 1% men, because the guy you just described is the 1% man that makes a certain amount of money, that's driving those cars. If this is your real world, ladies, lock it in. Lock it in. Lock it in. You will have a higher probability. And this is my show, and I love my show. And yes, I really do have men that make that amount of money that watch my show all the time. But they also have a lot of times, and this is my world, they don't come on the show because they have so many options in the real world. So if you are like Ruth and you're telling us that your reality is surrounded by the 1% men on a regular basis, I encourage you to lock it in with somebody in your reality. Don't let that guy go by if that is your reality. If you're always around these men, start talking to them, start learning. This is what y'all say y'all want. This is what you say you around. These are 1% men. I want you to know that.
And I do agree because, like I said, I made that mistake. So now that I'm 26, when I was 23, 24, 22, I was around these men, but I wasn't serious. I just wanted to keep exploring. So now that I'm 26, they're all either my friends already. So it's weird now. So I don't want to date any of them, if that makes sense. But when they
Okay.
weren't interested, I said no. So
Okay. Well, let's do it. Well, besides her real worlds, if you are a man that makes her minimum requirements and want to rise to the equation, it's Ruth, Dallas, Texas, 26, Scorpio, no kids, IT project manager, cybersecurity. I mean, you definitely look great on paper, honey. How can the guy reach out to you?
my Instagram is _co.kaine_.
Underscore co.kaine underscore.
Yep.
All right, baby girl. All right, keep me posted how it goes, love.
Thank you.
All right,
Bye.
bye, sweetheart.
The only thing that I have against her is she says she got options but she's still single. That's probably the only like critique I have. Other than that, she seemed pretty solid. She make 100K a year, so I don't see nothing wrong with her wanting a man that makes 100K a year minimum. And this woman, she take accountability for her actions. She said she was having situationships with men, but they wasn't serious about a relationship, and she take accountability for entertaining those situationships and not being serious about finding the man that's going to be committed to her. She was honest with herself, and you got to respect that because it's hard to find women nowadays that are honest and take accountability, because taking accountability is not hard, and being delusional is not cool. You have to be real with yourself. If you make 100K a year as a woman, it makes sense why you want a man that makes 100K as well. And actually, I got one more critique about her. The independent. I feel like her being so independent, it might be challenging for her to find a man, because she even said that she has a tough time at following a man's lead because she's so independent. It's going to be tough. If both of y'all is independent, y'all got that I'm independent, I don't need you, it's going to be a lot of confrontation, and the relationship most likely is going to come to an end. But that's all I got for you guys, and make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. And until next time, I'm gone. Peace.